now, sci-fi mamacita.
I say, what's up, party people? It's Monday in the Galactic Café.
Holly? When is this? Where am I?
It's Monday, and you're in a corridor.
Of course it is. It's Monday, and we're all in a freaking corridor. And I guess that's...
Cool. Cool.
This chapel is a recreation of the one in which I worshipped as a child.
Well, I guess it's true what they say. Rank has its privileges.
I have
Just another manic Monday.
What's up, party people? Welcome back from the long holiday weekend. I hope everybody had a great holidays. I'm about to throw my TikTok computer out the window. The tech problems never stop here at Sci-Fi Mombie. Maybe I should just rename my channel to that. That's the motto now. I went to ChatGPT to make a really fun poster for Sci-Fi Mombie. Hold on a second. And I was going to use, the avatar that I have standing up, the tall one. And hold on. Hello, everybody over there on TikTok. Welcome to the Galactic Cafe for Monday after the holidays. God, it's acting like one. Okay, here we go. So what I was saying was I went to ChatGPT and I was going to have it make me a little poster because I've been using it all weekend long to jackasses in stores because I Instacarted all weekend long. And I wanted me standing on one side in my cartoon avatar and then the phrase, use that lump 3 feet above your ass. Do you know what ChatGPT told me? Are you ready are you sitting down? First of all, it told me, let's talk human to human. To which I responded, you're not a human. Second of all, it said that I was violating their sexual content guideline policies. What? Using that lump 3 feet above your ass is sexual? Oh my God, we're all in trouble if using our brains is bad. I'll make my own fucking poster. God. Ugh. Okay. I'm not the one that programmed ChatGPT. What's his name? I don't know. I don't remember his name. But anyways. Hi, I'm April the Sci-Fi Mombie. Welcome to Manic Monday in the Galactic Cafe. Hope everybody's doing great today. Let's go ahead and check the chat. Hello, Snorter Poopus Cube, my favorite polar bear. Did you make it through the holidays delivering Coca-Cola to everybody? See, I can't even make it through a joke, Snort. God. What's up, John the Beagle Dad? I'm here. Yes, the holidays are over. Although Easter will be here before we know it. So, hello, Connie Cleary. Welcome, humans and all those others. Good afternoon. I am in pain. This seems to be the only comfortable way I can sit. Okay, so here's what happened. We are watching The Abyss, Gorilla Man, me, and Autumn, the producer, and Autumn had her feet sticking out on the couch, like hanging over. And so I picked up the bag of fudge, like I need it, and I was walking back through the living room, and when she was little, I used to tickle her feet all the time. Well, she had a bug up her ass, and I tickled her feet, and she nailed me with her feet right square where my hernia is. That not only hurt my feelings, but hurt my ego, and it hurt my stomach. So I'm kind of sitting here. I worked yesterday after it happened Saturday night, and I wish I hadn't taken on all the Costco, but the money was worth it. So Snort. And hello, you're not human either. So there you go. I'm Martian. Oh boy. All right. So what everybody do over the weekend? Anything fun? Connie and I watched Star Trek. And then I got home. I was so exhausted from not only the pain, but it just seems like they were huge ass orders Hello, Amelia. Welcome to the Café. That I just crashed, Connie. Like it was 5 o'clock and I forgot. I thought I set it to 7. And then I was like, oh shit, I put Forbidden Frequencies on 7 o'clock. So we'll pick it up next week. Forbidden Frequencies moves to Sunday nights now. So get ready for that. The Orville is back this Thursday beginning at 9 p.m. Eastern and 6 p.m. Pacific, only here in the Sci-Fi Mombie Studios. So it's going to be great. And of course, Monday to Friday, we've got the Galactic Café. So come back and join me at 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific. Yep. So, all right. Got some big news coming out of the Critics' Choice Awards last night. Noah Wiley won again for The Pit. Naked Gun, yes, won for Best Comedy Movie. So I wrote them this morning on Instagram, and I said, "Congratulations, you guys! Can we have the second movie now?" And the Orville. All right. Anyways, congratulations to Amy Madsen. Amy Madsen won for Best Actress for Weapons. If you haven't seen Weapons, you are missing out on some great, not only sci-fi, but horror, fantasy, whatever you want to call it. It is the shit. Josh Brolin gives a great performance. Julia Garner gives a great performance. Amy Madsen gives a great performance. So, you got to go watch it, John. It's so good. It is so good. The Oscars are March 15th. We will watch it here at Sci-Fi Mombie. I've made up my mind. Betty Boop and Blondie the comic strips have entered the public domain. Guess what? We're going to get some horror movies. So get ready. Hello, Isaiah. And I don't even know how to pronounce your screen name, but hello. Don't forget to smash those hearts, smash that like button, share out the stream. Hello, Dee. How are you today? Hope you're doing great. All right, moving on. Congrats to South Park. Ooh, it's got a sting, this fuzzy door. South Park won Best Animated Series at the Critics' Choice Awards last night. Sweet. All right, all animation domination. Okay. We now have a release date for Coyote versus Acme from Ketchup Entertainment, August 28th, 2026. So watch for that in theaters. And one of my favorite shows from Taylor Sheridan has been greenlit for a season 5. That's right. Mayor of Kingstown has been greenlit by Paramount and Skydance for season 5. They are desperately trying to keep Taylor Sheridan from jumping ship and moving to Universal. So they're desperately trying. We'll see what happens there. But all right. Well, that's all the news I have there. Don't forget, in 2 weeks here at Sci-Fi Mombie Studios, when we finish up the Orville, it's actually going to be 3 weeks. We will be moving to Battlestar Galactica. And I have an opportunity here in the next couple weeks to meet Edward James Olmos. So I'm hoping to get a little video with him and get an autograph and just do a quick chat, have the buns in, of course, while we're at that convention. But, it's going to be fun. We've got a lot of great things coming up for Sci-Fi Mombie this year. So buckle up. It's going to be great. Right, Miss Connie? It's going to be fantastic. Hey, Michael Morris, how are you? Happy New Year. I hope you had a good weekend in Rainbow Bright Cartoon. From Murky was Peter Cullen. That's right. Yeah. Peter Cullen's awesome. Saying hello to Michael. Okay. Well, that's all the news I have today. I do have a couple of screenshots I'll share. Hold, please. Oh, no, wait. I can pull them in this way. I always forget they're making changes all the time on this platform. Look at that. Look what Eugene Roddenberry put out today. Happy 60th anniversary Star Trek. Here we go. Can you believe it, guys? Can't believe it. Pretty awesome. And then I have a picture of Erica Huggins along with Akiva Schaffer from their win for the Naked Gun last night at the Critics. So pretty awesome. She is one of the masterminds behind Fuzzy Door. She has really brought them along with Seth and everybody else who works for Fuzzy Door forward. It's no longer the little rinky-dink outfit it used to be. So lots of good things coming. Of course, we've got the Burbs coming. We've got Ted the Series Season 2. The Orville. I'm not going to stop till I get more Orville. Anyways, moving on. All right. So let's jump into some good news of the day. Here we go. Oh, sorry. One more thing before I start. Hold, please. Little housekeeping. Please help Sci-Fi Mombie here. We would greatly appreciate it. There are 3 ways you can donate to Sci-Fi Mombie. Please use our Ko-Fi account, ko-fi.com/sci-fi mombie. You can donate as low as $1. We would love for more, but you don't have to. Just smash those like buttons, please and thank you. Our watch hours have gone back up again on YouTube, but it is a slow, painful process. They never want you monetized, it seems like. So we also have a Throne account. If you scan that QR code right there, we put things up that you can crowdsource or buy outright. We never get your personal information and we put it to good use. So throne.com. We also have Patreon memberships. Oh, pardon me. They are $3 a month. Go to patreon.com/user !lowercase u =8497233 to subscribe. Connie is one of my dedicated subscribers because she's awesome. We also have a Venmo account. It's been acting wonky lately, but you can scan that QR code and send a donation. We'd greatly appreciate it. Hello, Majesta76. Watching Stuff and Mario Marquin. Welcome to the Galactic Café. Lavon Edwards. Hope you guys are doing great today. Don't forget to smash those hearts, smash that like button, share out the stream, please, and thank you. Connie, I had the shock of a lifetime. So I finally got back into my personal TikTok account, and I could not believe I had that many subscribers. Hello, Water God. How are you? And Jamez? Whoa. No. Stop that. Oh my God, Becky. Okay, turn that down. You think you have your phone muted and you don't. All right. Okay, there we go. So, oh, well, thank you for the hearts. Appreciate it. Thank you. What? Appreciate it. Hello. There. What? Okay. Moving on. So, bro, Shaggy. Yeah. They are talking about a new live action Shaggy Scooby-Doo movie with the cast. So that might be interesting, but all right. Don't forget, Sci-Fi Mombie is all over social media. We stream daily to Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, Twitch, LinkedIn, and TikTok. We also have Patreon, Discord, Threads, Blue Sky, and Substack, and Counter Social. I don't have the little Counter Social one up there because I didn't have enough room. So, but anyways, check us out anywhere you can find us because, we love it when you watch it on the replay on YouTube. So, all right. Now let's go do some good news of the day. What do you say? I get most of my good news from goodnewsnetwork.org, and I didn't set it up correctly once again. All right, here we go. So this great quote of the day comes from Warren Buffett. Price is what you pay. Value is what you get. Yeah, sounds good to me. Hello, Water God and James. Oh, James. Okay, I'm sorry, James. My bad. I'm terrible with screen names, so I apologize. But welcome to the Galactic Cafe. Hope you're doing great today. All right, let's go through some of these interesting stories. Anti-aging drug regrows knee cartilage in major breakthrough that could end knee replacements. Yeah, I would like that. I would like that. Considering my knees are, when you are over 400 pounds for half your adult life, does some damage. So An injection that blocks the activity of a protein involved in aging reverses naturally occurring cartilage loss in the knee joints of old mice, a Stanford medicine-led study has found. The treatment also prevented the development of arthritis. Pardon me, here I go. After knee injuries such as ACL tears often experienced by athletes or recreational exercisers. By the way, Patrick Mahomes, you should try this. He is out for the year, next year, because he took an ACL and what's the other one? Tear. He had to have it replaced. He had to have it fixed. So not good for him, but an oral version of the treatment is already in clinical trials with the goal of treating age-related muscle weaknesses. Samples of human tissue from knee replacement surgeries in the joint also responded to the treatment by making new. Oh my God. Why is it my tick shows up when I start talking honestly to everybody? Ugh. A result. Okay, let's start this over. Sample of human tissue from knee replacement surgeries also responded to the treatment by making new functional cartilage as a result, which suggests that in the future, knee and hip replacements may be totally unnecessary. I like it. Hello, Mark. Welcome to the Galactic Cafe. Hope you're doing great today. Thank you all for smashing those hearts. Smash that like button, share out the stream, please, and thank you. And over on TikTok, I do have 20 hearts over there that I would love for you guys to help me with today. That'd be great. So what do y'all think about that one? Let's see. The treatment directly targets the cause of osteoarthritis, a degenerative joint disease that affects 1 in every 5 adults in the United States and is estimated to cost $65 billion in direct healthcare costs each year. See, this is my deal. I work for one of the largest insurance companies in America, okay? If we gave a rat's ass about preventative care, look at how many diseases could be eliminated if we just took a small step for every single human being on preventative care. Now, look, genetics are a funky thing, okay? We are all predestined to have something in our family. I know heart disease runs in mine. I know diabetes runs in mine. I know asthma. I know allergies. I know that shit. But I know how to prevent it. Right? That's why I lost 177 pounds, because I know how to prevent it. Gorilla Man and I had gastric sleeve surgery, and I mean, I'm plateaued, but I'm on the downward trend. I'll take the downward trend. I know a lot of people this time of the year, man, they get all hyped up and excited, but do it all year round. I know it's hard. I get it. I need to get back on my exercise routine. But you can do it. It's not easy, but we will be talking about that on We're No Experts, but you can ask us anyways here at Sci-Fi Mombie. So watch for that coming after Forbidden Frequencies. All right. So prevention or replacement is the only strategy society-wide, as no drug can slow down or reverse the disease. Well, maybe this might. Hello, Finn. I'm just going to call you Finn. Hope that's okay. Welcome to Galactic Café. The protein blocked by the injection, 15-PGDH, is a master regulator of aging. Ooh. Have you found the fountain of youth now? Cool. And is, in fact, termed a gerozyme due to its increase body ages. Geromazymes, I hope I said that right, also drives the loss of tissue function. There are a major force behind age-related loss of muscle in mice. Fascinating. So check that out if you get a chance. Wow, I'm not going to keep reading this, but you know, if this reminds me of that episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation where they grew Warp a new spine. Do you remember that one where he broke his back? So this one's funny. You guys are going to like this one. So, hospital technician lends his x-ray machine to help a woman find her lost heirloom rings. What a mess. The radiology department at an Iowa hospital recently teamed up with the waste management team to put the care in healthcare and left a patient in tears with gratitude. At Grundy County Memorial Hospital, Susan Swinnell had arrived for a routine medical procedure. Preparing for a couple of x-rays, she took off a pair of heirloom rings left to her by her grandfather, wrapped them in a napkin to shield them from unfriendly eyes. What's out of sight, it's also said, tends to slip out of mind, and even though the napkin made a funny sound when it hit the garbage bin bottom, it didn't jar Sinwell's memory. Once she realized her mistake, she called the hospital administrative staff, and Craig Buscall, the imaging manager at the hospital who had taken Sinwell's x-rays. Waste management got to emptying their compactor and faced a mound of some 60 garbage bags that they had to pass over with metal detectors. Anti-beeping bags were separated and placed in the ambulance garage where Buscall waited with his mobile x-ray machine. Hey, there you go. Hello, Jelly Beans. Welcome to Galactic Café. Hello, Marley. Hope you're doing great today. Don't forget to smash those hearts, smash that like button, share out the stream. So, mobile x-ray machines are not just for chest x-rays. It was really rewarding, he said to CBS 2 Iowa. Honestly, I didn't think we were going to find them, but we did. Before they did, they had to spend 45 minutes taking images. But as Buscall would go on to say, he eventually struck gold, as it were. Hospital staff said that the care they give patients goes far beyond just medical services, and looking for the lost rings is certainly included in that. When he told me how many people helped and everything they did, I couldn't believe it, Sinwell said, tears welling up. This is the best place for care. Awesome. I love that stuff. I love it. That is so fantastic. Thank you guys for doing that for Miss Sinwell. That's awesome. So there's a funny story. You know what? Go digging, because you never know where you'll find what you've lost. Poached in India strong. Oh my God, really? Cool. India's rhino stronghold of Assam reported 0 deaths due to poaching among its populations of greater one-horned rhinos in 2025. That's fantastic, you guys. The success replicates that seen in 2023, another year in which poachers claimed no rhinos. Swarma, I'm just going to call him Swarma. The chief minister of the state of Assam, akin to a U.S. governor, said it was a proud moment for us, but added that other inspiring wildlife reports emerged in 2025. This included the sighting of a dhole, oh my God, or India's first wild dog, the first in the state's Kaziranga National Park in 35 years. In Rudy Kiplinger's The Jungle Book, it was the dhole, not the tiger, that was the most feared by the animals of India. In addition to the dogs, a lighter tiger known as a golden tabby tiger was spotted in the park. Okay. Do they have, they don't have a YouTube story. I'm going to go look that up. Okay, so hold on. Golden tabby tiger. A wonderful thing about tigers is tiger. Oh. Hello, Shady Lady 85 and John. Welcome to the Galactic Cafe. Hope you guys are doing great today. Oh my God, they're so cute. Oh, good looking cat. Wait a minute. Where'd it go? Look, pain in my ass. Golden tabby tiger. I swear to God. Okay, show the pictures. Do I have to go to Wikipedia for it? Really, really, really? Oh my God, they're so pretty. Okay, hold on. That's fantastic. So now India is home to over 4,000 rhinos, having once fallen to as low as 1,800. Pretty cool. Okay, hold on a second. I got to show you this. They're so pretty. you guys know how I feel about, cats. I'm a cat person. Look at that cute baby. Aren't they gorgeous? Wow, cute. No more pictures, that's it? Oh, man. But you can tell they're different coloring than just regular tigers. So, pretty. All right. Awesome. Good job, guys. Good job, India, for doing that. That's fantastic. Man proposes marriage by editing himself into Shrek wedding scene. Perfect for this couple. Okay. A guy, might help if I show you the pictures. Damn. Oh God, Fred, don't get me started. You don't want me to get started. I'm serious. All right. A guy proposed to his fiancée by editing himself into the wedding scene of Shrek, a perfect way to totally surprise his girlfriend and honor their love for the movie. Carter Allen spent 5 hours adding a clip of himself seamlessly running down the aisle, saying he's experienced true love too. While playing the edited film for her at home last month, he left the room during the scene. He reappeared wearing the same suit he was wearing in the movie and got down on one knee and proposed to Andressa de Silva. The young couple met 4 years ago on a class film set working on a project that Carter wrote. This 26-year-old American from Georgia was predominantly a writer-director at the Georgia Institute of Technology, while she was an actress. When I met her, I fell for her, and while editing the class film, and listening to us muck around in between takes, I fell for her all over again. From then on, we've always helped each other out and spending evenings watching films together. I always knew I wanted to do something film-focused, but also something intimate. Carter initially thought about proposing to Andressa in a movie theater, but said it didn't feel right. Yeah, that's kind of generic. A lot of people do that. You'd be proposing during a film you've never seen before. And what if it was a bad film? Oh, yeah. Instead, inspiration came from her suggestion for their next movie night. I started thinking about films we both have a fond memory of. And funny enough, she suggested we actually put Shrek on one evening. They ended up watching something else, but it gave Carter his perfect plan. He worked on the edits while Andressa was sleeping, timing his appearance in the scene to just before Lord Farquaad says the perfect bride. He was worried she might say no to watching it on the date he'd chosen, December 6th. You can only push so hard on insisting on watching Shrek without raising suspicion. When it actually happened, it was surreal. Now it says we should be able to watch it. Maybe not. No. Isn't that sweet? Congratulations, you two. That's awesome. All right, more good news on this day in history. It is January 5th, 2026. Don't forget to write 26 on all your paperwork, including your live streams. Oh boy, made that mistake Saturday night. 73 years ago today, Waiting for Godot premiered in France. The tragic comedy play written by Irishman Samuel Beckett in interpretation of an earlier French play, Un Autant de Godot. It's regarded by critics as one of the most, enigmatic, I'm terrible at stuff, plays of modern literature, featuring two characters spilling their thoughts out as they wait for the Godot, who never arrives. There is only one act in the whole play. One act. So, more good news on this date in history. The discovery of a type of radiation, later known as X-rays, was first reported in 1896. Nellie Toe Ross in Wyoming succeeded her late husband, becoming the first female governor in the United States, 1925. The freaking FCC heard the first transmission of FM radio Invented by Edwin H. Armstrong to be clear, static-free signal broadcasted in a long-distance relay network via 5 stations in 5 states before it was assigned its own spectrum later that year, 1940. The Daily Mail became the first transoceanic newspaper in 1944. Pope Paul VI met the Greek Orthodox leader. The first time since 1439, the two sides had talked. 1964. Creedence Clearwater Revival released their second album, Bayou Country, featuring the single Good Golly Miss Molly and Proud Mary, 1969. Bruce Springsteen's debut album, Greetings from Ashbury Park, New Jersey, was released, but only sold 25,000 copies its first year, 1973. The Wiz opened at the Majestic Theater in New York City, the musical adaptation of The Wizard of Oz by Charlie Smalls that ran for 1,672 performances and won the Tony Award for Best Musical, 1975. A 15-year-old Mumbai, Indian schoolboy, Pravna, oh my God, I'm not going to botch your last name, became the first batsman to ever score more than 1,000 runs, 1,009 to be exact, in a cricket single inning in an officially recognized match, 2016. Cool. Look at that opera house. The Garnier Opera. 151 years ago today was the inauguration show of the Garnier Opera in Paris, one of the most famous of its kind in all of Europe. I'll spit it out eventually. Built by Charles Garnier at the behest of Napoleon III. It was renamed the Palais Garnier for its extraordinary opulence, a characteristic demonstrable by the 91 photographs of its exterior and interior on its Wikipedia page. Okay, sure. Double the number of images for the Wikipedia page of Africa. It was the primary theater of the Paris Opera and its associated Paris Opera Ballet until 1989, when it was replaced by the Opera Bastille. Wow, look at that staircase. Love to go see that. Historian Andrew Ayres described the building wonderfully, calling it a giddy mixture of up-to-the-minute technology, rather perspective rationalism, exuberant eclecticism, and astonishing opulence. Oh my God, blah, blah, blah. And a clear manifestation of architecture Garnier's thought on the project, which he offered to the French Empress Eugenia in the face of her harsh criticism. Why, madam, it's Napoleon III, he replied, when she insisted the building was designed without a recognizable architectural style. The theater was formally inaugurated on the 5th of January, 1875, with a lavish gala performance attended by Marshal McMahon, the Lord Mayor of London, and King Alfonso XII of Spain. The program included the overtures of Auber's, oh my God, I've taken French, but I'm not that good, and Rossini's William Tell overture. Get it? That's hilarious. The first two acts of Hulvani's 1835 opera and the Consecration of the Swords from Meyerbeer's 1836 opera Les Huguenots and the 1866 ballet La Source, with music by Delibes and Minkus, Faust and Hamlet, were committed. 1875. Whew, that's a mouthful. 121 years ago today, the National Association of Audubon Society, the nonprofit dedicated to wildlife conservation, was incorporated, and not a minute too soon, Americans were using bird feathers in their fashionable hats at a rapid rate. White egrets, in particular, were so highly prized that their feathers were worth twice their weight in gold. These magnificent creatures and many more were saved by the grassroots movement of men and women who each rallied Americans in their own way to pledge that they would not harm bird species. It was first named the Audubon Society for the Protection of Birds to honor of the famed wildlife and bird artist John James Audubon. Harriet Hemingway used her home in Boston as the gathering spot for local friends who started the Massachusetts Audubon Society. From there, Audubon socialites sprang up across the country, and finally in New York City, leaders of 31 state organizations formed the national group, later renamed the National Audubon Society. Good job, guys. "439 years ago, the great Chinese geographer and explorer Xu Shui, I know I didn't say that right, was born, traveling over 10,000 miles through his native Ming Dynasty China. Is it Shui? Documented an extraordinary number of natural and cultural features, compiling them into the travel diaries written in 404,000 Chinese characters. 1587. 84 years ago today, Hayao. I'm not even going to go there. God, I'm terrible at this. One of the most beloved Japanese filmmakers was born in Tokyo in 1985. Co-founded studio Gil, an animated movie juggernaut that would produce films that enjoyed success on both sides of the Pacific, such as Castle in the Sky, My Neighbor Totoro, Kiki's Delivery, and The Wind Rises. In 2012, he was honored by the Japanese government as a person of cultural merit. His flagship production, Princess Mononoke, was the first ever animated film to win Japan's Academy Prize for Picture of the Year and briefly became the highest grossing film in Japan. The subsequent release, Spirited Away, which I have seen, it's very, very good, won Best Animated Feature at the 75th Annual Academy Awards, making it the first and to date the only hand-drawn and non-English language animated film to win the award. Spirited Away and his next film, Howl's Moving Castle, remain two of the highest grossing films ever in Japan, with the later receiving an Academy Award nomination and the former generating $400 million worldwide. 1941. On this day, 21 years ago, Eris, the largest known dwarf planet in the solar system, was discovered by Michael E. Brown, Chad Terulio, and David L. Rabinowitz at the Palomar Observatory, a minor planet named after the Greek goddess of strife and discord. Eris is the most massive and second largest known dwarf planet and the ninth most massive object directly orbiting the sun. With a diameter 0.27% as large as the Earth, it is also the largest object in our solar system that has not been visited by a spacecraft. 2005. Hello, Lynn, Auntie Cookie, Shady Lady. Welcome to Last Cafe over there on TikTok. Hope you guys are doing great today. And happy birthday to actor and film director Robert Duvall, who turns 95 today, born in San Diego. The star of stage and screen has been nominated for 7 Academy Awards and won for his 1983 performance in Tender Mercies. But it was his role in one of the greatest films ever, The Godfather, and its sequel, Godfather Part 2, that made him a household name. Other important films and roles include The Conversation, Network, Apocalypse Now, The Great Santini, The Natural, and The Apostle. At the age of 84, Duvall became the oldest actor at that point to ever be nominated for the Best Supporting Actor Oscar for his role in Robert Downey Jr.'s The Judge. He was born in 1931. Happy birthday to Bradley Cooper, who turns 51 today. Wow, he's as old as Grill Man. That's fascinating. Before pursuing drama, the multiple Academy Award nominated actor earned an honor degree in English from Georgetown University. He was born in 1975. 58 years ago today, the Prague Spring began after a true reformer, Alexander Debek, was elected within the Communist Party of Czechoslovakia. The liberal-minded leaders started to grant additional rights to citizens, loosening restrictions on the media, speech, and travel. The Soviet Union finally brought down its iron hammer to halt the democratization 8 months later, invading the country with 500,000 heavy armed troops, but it wasn't enough to stop a spirited nonviolence resistance mounted throughout the country. While the Soviet military had predicted that it would take 4 days to subdue the country, the resistance held out for 8 months, 1968. Oh, today would have been Diane Keaton's birthday. We lost her last year. She would have been 80 years old, the Oscar winner, producer, photographer, writer, and fabulous fashionista. Yes, she was. Her acclaimed 1972 breakout performance in The Godfather, playing Michael Corleone's wife throughout the trilogy. But perhaps she's best known for her starring roles in Woody Allen's comedies, including her fourth Annie Hall, which won her the Academy Award for Best Actress. Her heart was just as special, and she was spotted a week before her 79th birthday, dropping off a $25,000 donation at the Los Angeles Food Bank. She joined several reunion streaming specials during the 2020 pandemic to benefit World Central Kitchen with the cast from The Parent Trap and Father of the Bride. Keaton was active in campaigns to save and restore historic buildings in LA and has been passionately buying, renovating, and decorating, then reselling mansions in the area. Oh, didn't know that. She wrote her family memoir, Then Again, in 2011, and a tell-all biography in 2014 about her life in a beauty-fixated industry. Let's just say it wasn't pretty, which I have read. I love it. That's why I don't wear makeup a lot, which detailed which leading men she was most attracted to. Al Pacino was one with whom she regrets breaking up. In her final memoir, Brother, she opens up about her brother's mental illness. Rest in peace, Diane Keaton. All right, well, that's your good news of the day. At least she did good with her, her celebrity status. That's the best part of it, That's the best part. So what do y'all think about that? Let's go back through the chat. Saying hello to Michael. Retro on the private DM. What's wrong? What's up? Circus. Oh, Jesus Christ. Guys, if you get rid of vaccines, you get rid of herd immunity. That's why we're seeing measles come back. Wow. Wow. All right, moving on. Wait. Sorry, what were you saying, Connie? I sent you a couple used to and Adam said, oh, okay. God, that hurts. For what I know. Oh, yeah, I'll have to tell you about that here in a little bit, Connie. Let's see. What the? Okay. I'll have to check that out later. It didn't come through for me for some reason. So, all right. Keep going on the chat messages. Hello, Sahara09877. Welcome to the Galactic Cafe. I hope you're doing great today. I was trying to get a hold of me. Oh. Somebody's phone is going off in the neighborhood. I can hear it. That's weird. Okay. Back to here. Back to one. Ready. No. Okay. Let's see. Hello there, Amir. Welcome to the Galactic Cafe. I hope you're doing great today. Hello, Fred. You know what? Garfield does too, Fred. Garfield does too. But he likes lasagna. They are pretty dead. Where? Not in here. They're all out sleeping. Yeah, don't even get me started. So much for the president who said they were anti-war. All right, moving on. My heart goes out to the Venezuelan people. Maduro was a jackass. He deserves what's coming to him. But don't you think it's kind of hypocritical to pardon the president of Nicaragua who did the exact same thing that they say Maduro did? All right. Hello, Chit Town Dude Town. Welcome to Galactic Cafe. Hope you're doing great today. I mean, seriously, no, think about it. We just pardoned a narco terrorist. Well, not we. I had nothing to do with it. President Trump did. But now we're accusing another leader of being a narco terrorist when it's proven fact that most of their drugs come from China. So. And now he wants to go after Greenland. And he's been threatening Claudia Sheinbaum of, I mean, guys, you know, I'm going to say it because my grandparents had dementia at the end. Guys, he's sundowning. He has, what they are suggesting he has is frontotemporal dementia. This form of dementia makes people twice as aggressive, twice as agitated. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. I pray for our president. I do. I don't like our president, but you know what? I still have to love him because that's what God directed me to do in the Bible and his holy word. And it's my God-given right to protest. But I think it's time for the 25th Amendment. Just saying. So. When Susie Wild says in Vanity Fair that we need Congress before we strike anywhere else for war, whatever, you know you're in trouble. I am a cokeaholic. Sorry. It's keeping me awake right now because I didn't take the other half of my medicine yet. So, hey, I'm allowed to have Diet Coke whenever I want. So, but anyways, I mean, you know, just pray for what's going on in our world. It's a mess. All right, what are we talking about? How about that Starfleet Academy? Yes, I'm being a jerk on purpose. I think it's, you guys know, I tell you, watch it, form your own opinion. I'm not going to review it and tell you what to think. Because you guys know, I like to tell you to use that lump 3 feet above your ass. So, Landman was really good yesterday. I love Allie Lantry. Is that her name? The blonde that plays his wife. She is just awesome. She was at the Critics' Choice Awards last night. But this week on Landman, she, you know, they really showed off how women can be absolutely smart. Like she knew the techniques on the roulette. And she told, she took all the old people out from the nursing home to go gamble. And they ended up losing their asses in like 5 minutes. She came over there and she wrote it out. And she ended up winning $400,000, close to it, back for everybody. So that was That was priceless. Hi, Sergeant Socks. What you doing, girlfriend? What you doing? Ah, come back. Brat. Autumn, the producer, is back in school. And guys, we're down to 5 months. She graduates in 5 months. I can't believe this. It is surreal. You know, when Tony meant, hi, Daisy May May, what are you doing? What are you doing, cadet? What are you doing? Kitty, 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 kitty. What are you doing? You should see these cats. They're funny. Out, Daisy. Behave. Oh my God, Becky. So anyways, oh. What you doing? Oh, you playing? Okay. Oh boy. But I just, you blink and your kids are grown. So now my thing is trying to get all their, hello, Crystal Soba. Did I say that right? Welcome to Galactic Cafe. Hope you're doing great today. Don't forget to smash those hearts, smash that like button, share out the stream, please, and thank you. Greatly appreciate it. But you know, I just look back and I just think about how fast my kids have grown up, and it's crazy. It's crazy. You think your pets grow up fast. Wait till your offspring do. Then you're going, God, where did my time go? No, Bar, I'm not going to buy shit from you. Would you guys quit spamming over there on Twitch? It's really fucking stupid. Okay? I was going to say the R word, and I was like, no, that's not nice. Yeah, they just created it yesterday. Figures. Hold on, guys. Reported. Why can't I delete this? All right. Yeah. It's going to be like really warm this week here. It's really weird. Really weird. Like the other day, before this last cold snap came through, it was in the 80s. Around Christmas, it was so bizarre. Anyways. I know that Variety put out a thing about television shows and streaming shows, and The Burbs and Ted were right on top of that list. I'm ready to see it. So I'm ready in August. Gonna be good. I really want to go, John, I really want to go tour the set. I just got to make time to go up there. Too bad I couldn't do it when I'm up there for Autumn's birthday. I'm going to go. We're taking Autumn, the producer, to New York to see a show. And then we're going to drive over and see my brother from another mother and go to a convention up there. Too bad I can't like plan it all, because I'm sure the drive up there would be close to where it's at. I'll just have to map everything and see if we can make it happen. It's going to be fun. I'm excited. I've never been to New York. So now I can officially say I've been to New York after April. So, but lots of good things are coming for Sci-Fi Mombie. We're excited. I'm moving us forward. I'm not gonna hold myself back no more. We're gonna have a great time, and we want you all to come along with us. So make sure to set your notifications. Watch for our social media post, and chime in the chat. Smash those hearts, smash that like button, share out the stream. Boohoo, this weekend was badass for. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good at all. You know, okay, so I agree. Chavez and Maduro were bad people. They are. It's not our place to do a regime change. That's for the people of Venezuela to do. And I'm sorry, but that oil belongs to the Venezuelan people, not us. Not us. And that's all he could talk about. And I don't agree with him. But I have to love him per God's direction, but I do not like our president. And I will make it clear. And I don't care if I get in trouble. 40 calls, 3 agents short. Oh God, I'm sorry. That's a rough day. I'm finishing up a project of, I'm going to say it's at least 6,000 or 7,000 claims, but it was divided amongst like several of us, but I'm finally getting mine, you know. I disagree with him a lot. And that's because I was born into a lower middle class family, and I've had to work very hard for everything. The man was born with a silver spoon in his mouth and mismanaged his money. Plus the Epstein files. I mean, guys, come on. Oh, God. We need to do better in this country, especially where our children are involved. And ripping away vaccines is not going to do better. Right, Jay Lee? We got to do better. Boom. Jay Lee's got a great university, Do Better University. You guys should go check that out. But I get frustrated. I am so frustrated. I'm so frustrated. There are 23 states that could say they're in recession. My state is one of them. It's not good. It's not good. So I don't know what to tell you. Guys, I have a really good career, and I can't make ends meet. I have to side gig. And that money picks up, you know, little bills like trash bill and all that crap, extra food if we didn't have enough to make it stretch. You know what I'm saying? But there are some people that just can't make ends meet. So we all have to do better. And it starts from, you know, it starts with a grassroots campaign at the bottom and works its way up. You know, Drake had a point. I know a lot of people don't like Drake right now, and I get it, but it started from the bottom. Now we're here. He's not wrong. You got to start from the bottom, work your way up. You know, trickle down economics has never worked. Never worked. So we also have to work for everything we get too. It's not just handed to us. Even the, you know, I grew up in the Southern Baptist Church. It's in the Bible. We work, you know, and if you can't, you know, we're supposed to care for those who can't. The elderly, the widow, and the children. That's what the Bible says. So, oh boy. And you know, this flu season's even worse too. My sister, brother-in-law, and my nephew and niece all had this new flu strain. And it was bad. They were down for at least a week or more. So, and they never get sick. So that's when I knew it was like really, really bad. I'm hoping I don't get it. Cross my fingers. I mean, I got my flu shot, but you know, it was really funny. I was watching TMZ today because that's where I get some of my pop culture news. And I call her a little girl because she's my kid's age, but she's like, I didn't know that they did, you know, the flu shot doesn't cover everything. I'm like, duh. Oh man. Anyways. So what else is going on? Anyone? Bueller? Anybody watch any movies, any new TV shows lately? Has anybody watched The Pit with Noah Wyle? I have HBO Max. Maybe I should just turn it on. You know, he was really good on ER when he started. So maybe that's what I need to do. What do y'all think? Man, y'all are quiet all of a sudden. Uh-oh, I hear some kitties clawing my furniture. Don't do it. Oh, boy. Ornery kitty cats. So, well, guys, I guess if we don't have much else to talk about, I'm going to wrap it up for today. Relax a little bit. Connie, I'm still trying to decide if I want to do a show tonight or not. So I'm just exhausted from this weekend. I worked my butt off. When you hit your steps every day, you know that you've really worked hard. I just rested and watched movies and YouTube. Yeah, that's what I was doing before I finished up my work day. And then just wish Autumn hadn't kicked me, though. That's the whole point. So, all right, guys. Have a good evening. I was going to show my going out video, but I'm in the process of fixing it because we've had some schedule changes here at Sci-Fi Mombie. And there's going to be even more starting next month because the Muppet Show starts on Wednesdays and so does Ted in March. So, all right. Hold on a second. All right, y'all. Yep, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up for the day, but everybody take care. Don't forget, love your neighbor. You don't have to like them. Kill them with kindness, pay it forward. Remember, there's more that unites us than divides us. We're all humans first, and sci-fi unites us. Boy, does it. Sci-fi really does, so. All right, guys. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, email me at questions@sci-fi-mombie.com. If you are a part of the Sci-Fi Mombie Studios DM on X, message me there, or you can privately message me if you are my friend. I'm getting weird, stupid ass ones again, and I ignore them. I'm sorry. If I don't know you, I don't answer. So, all right, guys. Have a wonderful evening. Take care. Stay warm. Thursdays are going to battle 3 weeks. Get ready. All right. Have a wonderful evening, guys. Later, party people.